Hi, it's Ashley Pache from Life by Ashley Pache, where I invite you to join me in living intentionally by faith every day. Welcome to Caffeinated Conversations on this beautiful July 1st. I don't know about you, but our weather here, we got some rain last night, so it's a little muggy, but it's cooler. It's going to get hot today, which I don't like, muggy and hot, but that's okay. Maybe I'll get the pool out if it doesn't rain. We got a little plastic pool that the kids love. Anyway. Today, I am excited to tell you that I was successful with my 3 and 30 goals for the month of June. My office is looking so much better. I'll give you a quick tour in a few minutes, just kind of show you around, show you some of the changes I made. If you haven't seen the before, you'll definitely want to see that before you see the finished, because the finished might still look a little messy to some of you, but if you've seen the before, you'll know it's so much better. Anyway, I'm very excited about that. For July, I have 3 mega goals, well, not mega goals, but 3 goals that I want to accomplish. The first is to get back on the Hello Mornings Challenge. My goal for the month of May was to start the Hello Mornings Challenge. I did okay for a couple weeks, which I usually do okay right at the beginning, and then I kind of fizzle out. Well, that's kind of what I've been doing. So I've ended up moving my wake up time back to 7 o'clock versus 6 o'clock. I took out the running aspect of it, and right now I'm just working on getting out of bed before 8. So my goal is to be out of bed by 7. I've been doing really well most mornings by about getting out of bed by 8, and I just need to start moving my go to sleep time back to the 10 o'clock time that I used to go to bed. I've been going to bed at like midnight, 1, 2, but in bed, but then reading or watching a movie on my iPad or something. So I need to stop doing stuff once I go to bed and just actually go to bed. That will help me getting up in the morning. So anyway, that's one of my goals for the month of July, is just to get that back on track. It's going to be difficult because in 2 weeks I will actually be in a different time zone for a week. I'm going out to Colorado Springs for the Savvy Blogging Summit, and the whole family's coming with me. We're gonna have a little vacation out there I'm looking forward to, so that's gonna throw a little bit of a wrench in the whole getting up on time type thing. But since I'll have the kids with me, they'll still be getting up at the normal time, you know, so we're gonna be getting up at like 5 o'clock mountain time, which is gonna be interesting, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, so that's my goal, is just to be getting back up by 7 every morning, so by the end of the month I'm getting up consistently getting in the Word. I'm going to be joining the Bible in 90 Days challenge at school number 2. That starts July 11th. So if you haven't heard about it, or if you're thinking about it, jump in. I'll put the link below, get some information about that. Basically what you do is you read through the Bible in 90 days, cover to cover. Mom's Toolbox, Amy over there has hosted this 2 or 3 times now, I believe. And it's just, I've wanted to jump in every time, but because of school and everything else, I just didn't have the time to commit to it. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half every day of just sitting and reading the Bible. And while it's great when you're in school and you're trying to do kids and everything else, too much. But now that I'm done with school, I have the time. And so I just really want to do well at this challenge. I want to stay up with it. My goal is to be on track every week, by the end of the week, to have all 7 days worth of reading done. If I miss a day, to have made it up or whatever. But I really would like to be able to actually read every day. But I know myself, and that's probably not going to happen, but I would like to at least every week to be on track, on target for that 90-day finish. So that's my second goal. My third goal is to take all the homeschooling material that I bought in May as one of my goals, and to go through it, figure out how many lessons are in it, and kind of plan out our homeschool year for next year. Obviously it's going to be penciled in, not written in stone or anything, but I kind of want to get a feel for how many lessons a day I need to be doing, how many pages of the workbook we need to go through, and that kind of thing. I have an awesome sponsor on the blog this month, or starting this month for the next couple months, Busybody Books. They have an incredible planner that I absolutely love. I've been using one now for, I don't know if it's been 2 years, it's at least been 1 year. I don't remember if I had one prior to this year, but I'm addicted to the thing. I carry it with me all the time. It's got my schedule in it. And so I'm actually going to be talking about them on Tuesday in my top 10, or not this Tuesday, but the following, I think it's next Tuesday, would be the 12th maybe. I'll be sharing some of my some of the reasons I love their planning system with you on that day. And then also in August, I'll be hosting a Twitter party for them. So if you don't have Twitter, you might think about getting Twitter and win yourself a busybody planner. But check them out. The link, I'll leave a link below, and there's also a link in my sidebar over with the other ads that are there and the sponsors. But anyway, so I got a new planner for the August to August 2011-2012 school year. And so I want to get that going. I want to kind of pencil in, okay, here's what we're doing this day, this day, this day, kind of start brainstorming some field trips we could take, figure out, you know, we have to, I think in Indiana we have to do 180 days of school, and so figure that out, how many 180 days is gonna, what that's gonna look like, when we're gonna take our breaks and that kind of thing. So that's my third goal, is the homeschooling goal. So 3 goals: hello mornings, Bible in 90 days, homeschool. Those are my 3 goals for July. I'm very excited about them. And I have a very special announcement. This week I actually started writing my first ebook. I'm very excited about this. I'm actually about halfway done with the rough draft already. Yesterday was just an amazing morning. God and I sat down and I just turned some praise music on and spent some time in prayer, and then just went to work writing, and I was just kicking the section. It's 33 different sections that I'm writing and then putting it all together, and I started kicking section after section after section out, and, you know, giving myself a little reward for each section that I did. I got to play a game of Bejeweled Blitz, which if I don't monitor that, I can waste a lot of time on that. But I'm very excited to put this together. I'm originally had scheduled a release date, hopeful, of the 1st of September, but now as fast as it's coming together, I'm going to kind of keep that as a tentative date, and I may move that up, but I will definitely let you know as the time gets closer. Once I get the rough draft done and have a couple people proofread it and give me some feedback, I'll set a more permanent launch date, and I'll be sure to share that with you. But I'm very excited about it. It's going to be all about praying for your spouse, just how to pray for them, prompts for praying for them, and I am very excited, very, very excited for this book. And it's already branched off into a couple different sequels or, you know, follow-up books that could also be launched from this book, which has me even more excited because God's just throwing these at me and I'm like, yay, I get to write this book, and as I'm writing it, I'm getting excited. So that's exciting news for you for today. So that's really all I have for you as far as today's Caffeinated Conversation. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I know in Canada and the US, it's probably a big party weekend for you. Today is Canada Day, so happy Canada Day to those of you in Canada. And then Monday is the 4th of July, our Independence Day here in America. And so it's going to be a fun weekend of celebration. I hope you guys get to spend it with family and friends, and just enjoy yourself and be safe. I will see you guys all back here next Friday for another Caffeinated Conversations. Hey, it's Ashley from Life by Ashley Pichet. I just wanted to give you a quick 3 in 30 update. I have spent the morning working in my office and trying to get some things accomplished as far as getting things picked up and cleaned up, and I just want to show you guys the progress. So here is my pantry that I have only showed you once because the mess it's in. It's way organized now. Still not where I want it, but it's way much better. I got a lot more stuff in it. As you can see, all of our homeschool stuff for next year is up here on this shelf. School supplies, games for the kids, our homeschool library. The kids have books upstairs. These are the ones they're not allowed to take up there because I actually want to keep them nice. I moved all that stuff off the top of my extra desk and put it organized in here. I've still got a few shelves in here that I want to get cleaned up. In the bottom there is the kids' craft stuff, and then obviously my papers I still need to get filed. But I have spent most of the morning, well, a couple hours in here today and worked on that. This bookshelf is all ready to go. You can see there's still a few things I need to put away. Up here I've got my pictures and stuff of our missionaries we pray for and friends and family and cards that we get. My desk is just, it's pretty much picked up. It's got, you know, my weekend dump on it, which is not real bad, but that's good. And then over here, underneath it's all organized. I just have one pile down here on the floor it still needs to go through. This bookshelf is looking much better. I took some books off of it and reorganized what was still there. And then over here, this is the corner of stuff that still hadn't been unpacked. As you can see, the top of the desk is now empty, and the desk itself is empty except for my husband's work stuff, which we just need to put out in the garage. I do still have some boxes down here that need to get unpacked, but like I said, that was an extra. If I got it done this month, that would be awesome, so I might still get that done. But yeah, that's our office space, and it's looking a lot better, so I'm very happy with my 3 and 30 progress for the month, and I'm going to call it a success. I hope you guys are all having a great week, and that you are finishing up those June 3 and 30 projects, and that you are starting to think about your July projects. Alright, we'll see you next week. Bye.